Hi, I'm Shelley Wood. You might know me from shelleywood.com. This is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic skirt to fit the 18-inch dolls like the BFC ink dolls and similar sized dolls. You can add embellishments to your skirt, like this pretty cotton lace work. It's actually kind of a crocheted lace around the edges. Before we begin though, please go to my website, shelleywood.com, to download the following 2 free skirt patterns. So you can find a link in the description below this video on YouTube to find these skirt patterns. Follow the guidelines on the pattern, attaching one pattern piece to another like you see right here. Use that longer pattern to cut out a piece like this. So in this video right here, you'll see that I am unpinning the pattern. Next, you're going to create a double fold hem along the edge of the fabric. So you fold once and then again. So along the edge of the hem, you can use a whip stitch. Here's a close-up of my whip stitch, and if you need a little help with the whip stitch, I have a tutorial for that as well. Look in the description below this video on YouTube to find my whip stitch tutorial. You can use a sewing machine instead of the whip stitch for your hem, but next we're going to make a casing along the top of it. It must be wider than the hem. It needs to have enough room to fit a safety pin inside the casing. So I recommend that you make a small, like 1/4 inch fold, and then a second fold that's deeper, like 3/4 inch. Here you'll see me doing that. 1/4 inch is about 4 millimeters. 3/4 inch is like 1.5 centimeters. And then sew along the edge of the casing's fold. As you work, make sure that the distance from the casing to the hem is exactly the same all the way across the skirt. So here you see me starting my casing, and then I take a brief pause to compare the length from casing to hem to make sure as I go that I'm keeping the distance about the same. And here I pause again, so just every now and then I pause to see if it's about the same length. Once you've finished both the casing and the hem, you can add any embellishments like this beautiful crocheted lace trim. Measure the embellishment to make sure you will have enough. Of course, rickrack works good too. Turn your skirt over so you're looking at the wrong side. Use a whip stitch to attach the lace trim close to the edge of the hem. When you get to the end, then you tie a knot with your needle and thread and cut off any excess lace trim. I don't usually cut it off until I'm all done sewing it on. Measure your doll's waist for elastic. Cut enough elastic to fit around the doll's waist. You don't really need a lot of extra. Attach a safety pin to one end of the elastic and send it through the skirt's casing. I actually have a tutorial on how to do a casing, but here this shows it pretty good. When you get to the end of the elastic, before you pull the elastic all the way through, you're going to want to put a straight pin through to hold the elastic in place while you pull it the rest of the way through the casing. So here's my straight pin, and then I continue pushing that safety pin all the way through. You must do this at both ends. So you can see I've removed the safety pin and put my straight pin through. Here's another example of what I mean by this. So pushing that safety pin through with the elastic. When you get to the end of the elastic, put a straight pin to hold it in place. Continue pushing through to the end, remove the safety pin and put another straight pin through. Then bring both elastic ends together, keeping the right sides of the skirt together. Sew from the elastic waist all the way down the length of the skirt to the hem. Now, if you included an embellishment like our crocheted lace, you'll want to include that in your stitches. Finger press your seam before you use an iron to press it flat. Now you're ready to invert the skirt. That means you flip it around so that you can see the right side. Here's the one I did with London print. I just love that London print fabric. I bought that at Hobby Lobby. And here's the polka dot one. Cute little spots. And you can see that crocheted lace trim. Now you're ready to try it on your doll. And there she is. Oh, she looks so cute. You can try making several skirts of different fabrics with a variety of different embellishments, like I said, rickrack and different types of lace, ribbon, all kinds of things. For more free printable sewing patterns to fit dolls of many shapes and sizes, remember to visit shellywood.com. That's my website. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos and free patterns, please tell your friends about my website where you can find free patterns for doll clothes like this dress. Goodbye.